And I have been missing for quite a few days. I have reasons why, and I can explain with 100% confidence. Hello. Hi. Yes, I'm a little bit early. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks for being patient. Really nothing amazing that you can expect out of this. I don't know if anyone's coming into this expecting some big dramatic thing that's gonna shatter all your expectations about me and the channel and everything that's here. That's not necessarily the case. I just want to say hi and say, yeah, I know I haven't been posting videos. So, hello. It's been a while since I just said hi. I have been in writing hell. Absolute 100% writing hell. You know how a few weeks ago I said I was missing? That was all an excuse to write. If you didn't know about that, that was just an excuse. And I took that week, and then 5 days out of that week, I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And not because I'm lazy. I swear. I did nothing because yes, hello, hi, hello, yes, alright, fine, I do have big dramatic things to say. I do have an incredibly important announcement to make, but I'll make it at the very end of this stream. So, this past I don't even know what day, it's Wednesday, I think. The past 4 days, I've been writing. An incredible amount of writing, just an astonishing amount of writing. In the past 4 days, I believe I wrote somewhere in the range of 40,000 words, something like that. Not all of them were even final. And I have no idea how many words I actually wrote by hand. Because if you didn't know, I'm currently in the process of writing the sequel for A Heist with Markiplier, and I can gladly say that the story is complete. So I'm not done writing. That doesn't mean I'm done writing, but that means that what will be filmed is now on paper. And I am so excited for it. If you don't know what A Heist with Markiplier is, it's on my channel. What are you doing? It's a great watch. Totally free. Just go check it out. It was so much fun to make, and you know, COVID unfortunately got in the way of filming the sequel. We were supposed to film it last year, but you know, honestly, with the amount of writing that I've been able to do, I'm super grateful that I have this chance to make it even better. And this might be the most complicated thing I've ever done. But yeah, no, I'm just excited that it's finally tangible and it's on paper. And you know what helped me out the most? In addition to all the other things, like actually using my brain and eating my Wheaties or whatever, like, what helped me the most is just like, I don't know, physically writing in a notebook. I don't know about you guys. I don't typically write in a notebook just because in today's digital age, everything is online and you got tablets and stuff like that. But there's something very tangible about writing in a notebook that I really enjoy. And so I have no big revelation about it, but the fact that I was able to is just like some kind of, there's something tapping into a primal, kind of like he who center of my brain that's really just like, you write and you hear the scratching and you just go, oh, you know what I mean? It's very cathartic and it's very, very delightful. So that is good. The other things in my life are much more chaotic and much more just cursed than anything. I can't believe I got called out and sent to horny jail just because I was appreciative of the glory that is Lady Dimitrescu, who is, if you haven't heard, 9'6" with heels and a hat. So without the heels and a hat, probably like 9 foot, but whatever. Probably like size 28 shoes, my God. But also I'm very tired. But goddamn it, why do I gotta go to horny jail? It's not even a sexual thing. It's about the power. It's not sexual at all. It's not sexual at all. It's about power, right? You know what I mean? It's not sexual. Yeah, see, you guys get it because you guys understand it. You see, Lady Dimitrescu? Yeah, you see, you gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate it. And I know what's so fascinating is like in the Resident Evil thing, like Mr. X from like Resident Evil 2 and then whatever dude from Resident Evil 3. They're basically the same. So I imagine they're made the same. Those guys are probably like 9 feet tall or whatever it is, or 8 feet. But just Lady Dimitrescu. My God! Lady Dimitrescu. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I've never even heard of it. It's just like the power in those hams. Those power in those mams. The power. This is not the right music playing to be this level of obsessed, but you just gotta understand, you can call me out all you want, but to deny the power would be to deny yourself, and so don't lie to yourself. Above all things, to thyself be true. And to the glory that is Lady Dimitrescu. Dimitrescu. I wasn't even saying it right. Am I an idiot? The answer is yes. Am I a goddamn idiot? Wow. Just. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the topic at hand. I apologize. Look, guys. Hush. Guys, hush. Let me have this. Let me have something. Lady Dimitrescu, whatever it is. They've probably said the name at some point here in the world, but I have no idea. I got no clue. I'll play the demo eventually. I'll probably make a video about the demo, but I might also want to wait for the final game to come out. I think it's May or whatever it is. I'll get to it when I get to it. In other news, man, this is really, really relaxing music for me, just simping up a storm over here. So hush, hold on. We can talk about Lady Dimitrescu some more, and I will. But before that, in things that I missed while I was away, aliens? Were aliens confirmed while I was writing? Because I was talking to my manager, Ben. For those of you who don't know, my manager's name is Ben. Great guy. He basically said to me this morning that he watched a documentary that was like from the government that was saying like, oh yeah, aliens are real. And I'm like, when did that happen? At what point did that, like, I haven't even Googled this. Literally, I just got back because we went on a hike, because we do hikes to talk about whatever plans or future, some bullshit like that. But apparently, did anyone else hear about the fact or the theory that aliens confirmed? Like, what is that? I know there was that thing a while ago. About like some Israeli space chief saying like, oh yeah, there's a galactic federation. I heard about that. But then there was like something, I don't know if Ben only just heard about that, but yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking. I'm not confirming. I'm not saying aliens are real. Well, okay, let's get one thing out of the gate first. Aliens at somewhere in the universe definitely exist. That's a thing. We can all agree on that because the impossibility of it is it somewhere. Whether they're here is the thing in question, right? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because like I'm not like an alien conspiracy theorist. I don't think there's anything like, because like I'm not a big conspiracy theorist in general, right? Like, what are they hiding? Is like they would not be able to keep that secret. I doubt it. But there was like military footage that was released by the CIA or something like that just showed like this military pilot being like, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. Oh, there it goes at 12,000 miles an hour. And then so I think we just gotta charge Area 51 again and really give it another go. Really try it again. Anyway, it is just something that I'm asking. You guys seem just as confused as me, so I'm guessing there wasn't an official announcement. I guess the president didn't come out and be like, oh yeah, yo, weird, right? No, so it looks like you guys are just confused. So I'm gonna question Ben about that one. I'm gonna quit. All right, I gotta write that down in my notebook because I've been doing that a lot. Question Ben about dat. Got it. All right, back to the important topic. Lady Dimitrescu. Like, I could go on for hours. I could make a podcast just talking about Lady Dimitrescu. And what's fascinating is I don't think like the magic of whatever made her perfect. Whatever magic happened to make that. Whatever magic, you know. It can't be repeated. It's lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean? Once it can't be contained. You can't pack that in. No way. It'll all come bursting out, no matter what you do. There's no way around. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know, you can't put the genie back in the bottle, as they say. So there's going to be like games that come out, or I don't know, people probably already working on art of their own character that is like Lady Dimitrescu, but it'll never be recaptured until I see it, and then I'll recapture it again. You know what I mean? I am talking about this. Look, I've been busy in writing hell. I am getting all of my feelings out in the world. This is what this is for. My channel is literally just a platform for me to shout my feelings at you. And if you don't appreciate that, then you don't appreciate me. So, anyway, the potential is bursting at the seams. God, you could just feel it. Dimitrescu's potential bursting at the seams. Ugh. Anyway, so let me have something, guys. You gotta let me have something. Like you're more than welcome to give me shit about anything else, anything in the world. You know, go back to the masochism thing. Like whatever. It's just let me have this. Come on, guys. I earned it, right? I deserve this. I deserve this. Anyway, I'll let it go for now. I'll let it go. The potential may be bursting, but I'll let it go. All right. What am I writing? I don't know. To let it go for now. But horny jail avoided. Bail set. What would be the bail to get out of horny jail? What kind of compensation would I have to turn over to get out of there? Where's my get out of horny jail free card? I don't know. Yeah. It's not a sexual thing. It's not. You all are just you're worse than me. I respect the power. It is not in any way a sexual thing whatsoever. None. Zero. It is completely above the table. 100%. It's like I'm appreciating art. She is art. Anyway, yeah, in other news, more boring stuff. I have a list here of things that I wanted to talk about, and every topic, I'm gonna come back to Lady. Alright, okay, alright, aliens, cross that out. I wanted to talk about it's writing hell. Okay, writing hell. Video schedule. Videos will resume normally tomorrow, and then they should be consistent. And I wanted to. I know that I haven't done my review videos. I wanted to do a lot more review videos, and I've got reviews lined up. First of which is probably going to be the Takis review, which I know people are dying for. If you don't know how I eat Takis correctly. You eat Takis incorrectly. So I'm going to cover that because you are wrong and I am right. And if you don't know what Takis are, uncultured swine, you will learn. But I want to get back into more food reviews. It's just like the setup is just a little bit more than doing gaming stuff. But number one, I also want to get that consistent under the belt. Okay, video schedule done. I got that. All right, Lady Dimitrescu. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? I have, and wow. You know what I gotta say? Wow. Leave a like if you agree. Anyway, do they make a full-size cardboard cutout of Lady Dimitrescu? Can you imagine how well that would sell if there was literally Resident Evil, Capcom, whoever is the people. If you want to print money, okay, print money. Life-size cardboard cutout. It would cost you nothing. You just have it fold up, have it fold out. It's like 15 folds. It's so big, Like,
don't even go into body pillow. You know, let's not go body pillow because that's not a pillow anymore. That's a couch. If you buy a Lady Dimitrescu body pillow, you're buying a mattress. Like, that's all it is. You couldn't do it. That would cost too much. The shipping alone would be terrible. But cardboard cutout, or like those big stickers that you put on the wall. You know, normally they're football flares, but yeah, it's Lady Dimitrescu. Okay, all right, got it. Yeah, there's no way you can't do like a mouse pad or anything like that because it'd take up your whole desk, right? You gotta respect the scale. But cardboard cutout. Can you imagine? I would stick it behind, like, there's a window that's like higher up. I think it's got to be like 10 feet tall, but if I put the cardboard cutout outside, it'd just be looming over and through the window. Anyway, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Call Capcom, who is the company that makes Resident Evil, about cardboard cutout equals money. They gotta pay me for that. They gotta pay. That is $1 million idea. That is $1 billion idea. That is $1 bajillion idea right there. All right. Okay. So next on my list. Anyway, lady. No. Okay. All right. Okay. I just wanted to talk about, like, you know, I've been writing for like months about this show, and I write a lot because I want it to be perfect, but also just because it's quite a complex beast. And I want to get back to, like, discovering something about myself is that I really like writing by hand, and I feel like it's not quite journaling, but it's like the perfect vehicle for getting thoughts out. And it made me realize something. And I think this is important. Not that I'm a very philosophical dude, or that I'm really generally someone to take advice from, because be wary of that. But just what I realize is a lot of people out there, a lot of people ask me, and a lot of you guys ask me, is just like just how do you make anything? How do you start a channel or start something like that? And I feel like a lot of people discount their own ideas. They discredit themselves about their ideas, and they fail to realize the inherent value in their own ideas and in your ideas specifically. Like, there are good ideas and there are bad ideas, but the difference between those and an idea in your head is at least those ideas got out of your head. And I realized that writing is this weird physical act of turning your idea real. Because if it's in your head, it's not real yet. You know, you may plan on doing something about it, but something about writing it down, the physical act of making ink form your idea, it makes it like real. And I love that. And I've discovered this love of it. And I just want to pass that on for whatever it's worth. If you have an idea, even if you think it's bad, write it down. See how it looks when it's real. And then you can give it value from there. Because if it's in your head, you're never going to make those ideas a reality. Your dreams, as long as they stay in your head, they're just ideas. Make them tangible. Make them something that is real. And keep a notebook. Don't think about it as journaling. Just think about it as a channel through which you get out of your own head. You know what I can't get out of my head? Lady Dimitrescu. Have you ever seen her? My God. Amy's gonna kill me. Amy is literally gonna kill me. Amy, you know, I mean, she's fine because obviously she's a video game character, but I can't be simping this hard, this publicly, with this many people watching about a video game character. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, but have you seen her? Look, I'm tired. I've not gotten a lot of sleep over the past few days just because I've been literally writing from start to finish every night, and I loved it. You know, it's fine. I don't mind it at all. Like, it's totally good. But at the same time, like, man, I'm tired.
I'll get some good sleep tonight, though. I'll get some good sleep tonight. 'Cause I was gonna get good sleep this morning, but then Ben texted me, my manager, last night, and I was like, "Hey, you ready to go on that hike tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh shit! I promised him I would go on a hike at 7:30 this morning, and it would be fine because I get up early, but it was an hour and a half away. I got up at 5." Which is a little earlier than I like getting up. Anyway, but it was a nice hike. It was very nice. I got some ideas out of my head and chatted about it and plans for the future and all that, and world domination, yada yada. But anyway, what was I talking about? I'm tired. What was I talking about? Someone remind me. My brain is not working right now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who the hell do you think you are? What the hell are you talking about? I have no idea. Was I talking about Lady Dimitrescu? You're goddamn right I was! Lady Dimitrescu! I don't even get it, you know? I don't even understand. I don't understand the reality of it. I don't understand. It's very... I haven't even seen, because Philly D, he made a video and apparently he calls me out for it. But I'm like, what did I do? What's wrong? Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, I haven't seen it. What did he say? What did he say about me? I don't want to go watch it. I don't want to be embarrassed. What did he say about me? How did I get filled in this scenario? How did he fill me in? Did he fill in Lady Dimitrescu? Did he do that? Did he do that? Did he? I don't know what he said about me. Probably great things, you know. Usually when other YouTubers talk about me, they say nothing but incredible things about my handsomeness and my general intelligence and my certainly good hygiene. Those are usually the top topics that come up in my general conversations when people are telling me about me. Good things, I'm guessing? I'm not seeing anything talking about good things. No, I said, no. He said, no, I'm not going to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't watch Philip DeFranco. God, no, I'm good. You guys tell me. No, I'm not going to watch it. All right, no, I'm not going to do it. God, you can't make me. I'm not going to. All right, what did he say? I don't want to. What did he say? God damn, what did that scumbag say? Terrible. I put my face in the thumbnail. What a. God, what a. What a, you know, what a, you know what he is, I'm gonna fill him in. I'm gonna fill him in. He's gonna get filled in. Phil Franco. Philip, I'll fill your Franco. I'm gonna fill his Frank. Guys, I'm gonna fill his, all right, I'm just waiting for it. Okay, what do we got? Resident Evil. Oh, it's front and center. What is this? Oh, God, no. Oh, no. What did he say? Hang on. Okay. Oh, no.
Emailing me. And 2, information that made YouTube's own Markiplier horny on the main. Now, I won't shame you for it, but if you keep it up, I'm gonna have to bonk you, unless you're into that. Here's the show. The first thing.
That son of a bitch. He thinks he can bonk me. I will break Phil in half. Mr. DeFranco. I will destroy you. Okay? And I will do it with a picture of Lady Dimitrescu glued to my face so it looks like Lady Dimitrescu is destroying you. Carrying on. What was I talking about? All right, so that's the 4th time we've Lady Dimitrescu. Got that out of the way. That is excellent. Good stuff there. Good stuff, guys. Excellent stuff. We're really making a lot of progress on this meeting. Is this a meeting? This is a meeting. This is a performance review for you. You guys, come on, guys. Shares have been pretty low this month. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, so we got that out of the way. He said I'm a simp and he's going to try to bonk me. So you guys heard it first. Philip Franco wants to bonk me. Do you guys care about Wall Street bets at all? Because that happened. That was an interesting thing that happened last week. Fascinating. I made a meme about it. I literally procrastinated and made a stupid video about Wall Street bets.
And everyone on Twitter was so fucking confused. I'm not very active on Twitter just because I'm busy and also just like I have better things to do. But you know, I posted a video there and everyone was just like, what is wrong? What is happening? Who are you? And I was just like, I don't know. I procrastinated and I made a stupid meme video. I don't know, guys. Look, I don't know. If you didn't, all right, I'm gonna summarize it in really stupid ways because that's the only way that I can understand this. Something incredible happened last week. Outstanding, better than Aliens or Lady Dimitrescu, right? Okay, the stock market was up in arms. I know, like, no one here cares about stocks, right? Because stocks are weird in the first place. It's just a bunch of people that are just handing money to each other, and I don't know, right? Okay, so GameStop not doing so good these days, right? It just ain't. But GameStop stock. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, by the way. I'm just saying what happened. Stock go, you know what I mean? And then stock go, you know what I mean? And then stock go, and then stock go, you know what I mean? That's what it do. You know, I'm not telling you to go one way or another with it, but that's what happened. And a lot of basically rich old people got upset. You know, how? Because they lost money. Oh, man. You get a rich old guy, and if you lose him money, nothing pisses him off more. You know what I mean? There's really nothing they care about more than their money. Because they're rich and they're old. And if you take a rich old man's money, they will literally burn your house to the ground. Like, that's the stakes here, right? So this is the best example that I can say about it. So a bunch of what they call as degenerates made stock go and then stock go, you know what I mean? Like, that was the deal, right? And it all centered around GameStop. Fascinating. So it got me thinking about what the hell this is all about, right? Because I let professionals take care of all the whole investing thing. I am not qualified to say anything about it. But when I see stock go, you know what I mean? That's definitely a reason to try to understand why. I have no conclusion to this because, once again, I'm not here to give advice. But what I've gathered from it is a lot of people lost a lot of money. And that's it. Some people got money. A lot of people didn't have a lot money that they had a day before. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. If you don't know stocks, don't just start buying them. Okay? But if you do know about stocks, that's your call. That is your call. My what I've always been told is when stocks are done going down here, that's when you buy, and when it goes and up here, that's when you sell. That's as far as I know stocks, right? Okay, there's like options and crap, but I don't even want to deal with that. So that happened. Anyway, let's cross that out of the way. Money's not real anyway. Well, I think we all know this. Money's fake, right? Everyone knows this. If you didn't know that, money, not real. Money's fake. It's illusion. It's an illusion, right? Wink. It's an illusion, not real. Or is it? Oh, not real. But it is. Or maybe not. Who knows? I was talking to the guys about this. You know, I looked it up just the other day. I was talking to the members about this. There's a giant stone circle money. That was my search. Okay, there's these things called rye stones, right, or fey stones, whatever it is. The native inhabitants of the Yap Islands in Micronesia use, or maybe did use, I'm not sure if they're now I'm not sure if it's current, but as their currency, they used these 8-foot tall, 4,000 kilogram rocks as their currency. Imagine if you had a quarter and it was 4,000 kilograms, 8,000 pounds, and it was a circle with a hole in it, right? Okay, cool. So this is true. This is true. As far as I know, this is 100% true. And there were 6,000 of these stones. 6,000. That was their whole economy, was just giant fucking stones. And this sounds really weird, right? But how they would do it is someone had a stone, right? Someone has this stone. They don't have to have it on them, because if it was on them, they'd be dead. Remember, 8,000 pounds. This is a Lady Dimitrescu-sized stone. She's slightly taller. It's 8 feet. She's slightly taller, but it's big, right? Huge. And someone would have a stone, and they would go, I want something that you have. I would like that, say, cow or whatever it is, or computer or something like that. Whatever the equivalent of a computer for them would be. Like, whatever they want. And they go like, I'm going to pay you a stone for it. And they're like, oh, hell yeah. I love stones. And they would not even move the stone, but they would just say, apparently, this stone's yours now. And the other person would be like, all right, that's my stone. And everyone would know that's that guy's stone now. And that's it. That's the end of it. You don't even have to move it. But the stone is how the currency. And this sounds really weird until you realize that is exactly how money works today. I have numbers in my bank account. You have numbers in your bank account. There's cash, of course. There's cash. That's the stone, right? That's the rock. But I go place an order for delivery or something like that. I'll give you 20 numbers. I'll give you 20 numbers if you get me some delicious food delivered to my door. And if it gets here fast, I will give more numbers to the sweet delivery person. I will do that. I'll give you numbers. And then they're like, I love numbers. I want numbers. Hell yeah. You got a deal. You got a deal, my friend. You get those numbers over here. We'll get that food there post haste. And then the numbers change and nothing moves. And it's like, oh my God, rocks are the same as numbers. You know what I mean? Rocks are exactly the same as numbers. And it blew my mind. My mind exploded. Burst out of my ears. Because there's another weird example about the stones, right? There's a stone, one of these 8-foot tall stones fell off a boat or something, and it's in the bottom of the ocean. It's still good. It's still good for money because it still belonged to someone when it fell down. So all they do is be like, oh, my stone's at the bottom of the ocean, but you can have it if I get that thing. And then they're like, oh, hell yeah. And then everyone knows that the stone at the bottom of the ocean is that person's. They'll never move it. They'll never get that out of the ocean. But they know. And it's the same with a bank. It's the same. You know what I mean? It's the goddamn same. All numbers are rocks. Money is just rocks. It's just rocks. And the difference is the only thing it represents is just people making an agreement. Right? That's it. It's just people making an agreement. It's the same thing. I don't know how many numbers that food is worth to the other person, but I know how many numbers I'm willing to give up for it. And I'm like, this is like, okay, anyone who's actually been to college for economy already knows this. This is mind-blowing for you. But I went to school for engineering, you know. I was not an economist, you know. It's not me. But it on the fundamental level, it's very strange to boil it all down to that. The entirety of human exchange comes down to numbers that if people lost confidence in them, they would be meaningless. Fascinating. Anyway, I don't know why I was talking about this. Anyway, so this is me trying to justify to myself and rationalize that just because Lady Dimitrescu is a series of ones and zeros doesn't mean she's not real. Lady Dimitrescu, I'll give you a giant rock if you just let me shake your hand. She'll crush it. You'll crush my fingers. She'll crush me. Anyway,
So I have no conclusion about this. I have no conclusion about this at all. It really has no effect on your day-to-day life. But just know that at some point, if you put paper in the right order and you put some ink on there in just the right way, suddenly it become money. You know what I mean? If you cut a rock in just the right way, money. You know what I mean? Fascinating. Anyway, scratch that out. All right, good. Blah, 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 blah. You know, but what it boils down to is, you know, I'm very curious about what is like the value of like agreements between people and stuff like that. I personally, I love when I can help people realize their own value. I like when people are, you know, led to believe that they have value, because everyone does have value. It's not measured in money, it's measured in human like interaction. So it's measured in from person to person, and that value can be distorted, and the value can be hard to understand about yourself. So I personally want to do things that help people improve their own value and help people realize their self-worth. So when it comes down to like stuff like, you know, stocks, it doesn't really like help the individual understand who they are as a person, and I feel like there's so much more potential if you invest in yourself, and the most valuable resource, of course, is time. So giving yourself time, investing time in yourself, is the greatest thing that you can do, in my opinion, anyway. And it's not easy to do, like, but it's important. So like with me, I'm trying to get in a different schedule that's kind of different than it was last year. If you guys saw my day in the life video, I usually get up. Well, according to that, I got up very early, and for a year, I did getting up early, and then I worked out first thing in the morning, and then I went on with my day. I'm trying to change that, because it really didn't have me approaching my days correctly, because I would go into it doing something that I didn't necessarily want to do, and I feel like it is important to do the thing that you want to do, the first thing. So I made that writing. I made it writing because I did want to write. You know, it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always good, but I made it a habit because I needed to do it and I enjoyed it. So it also just like made the days better. God, have you ever seen the sun? You ever seen that? God, man, I hadn't seen it in a while. I miss that sun. I was really tired the other day, and I went outside and I just sat. No phone, no nothing. I'm like, I'm the worst about it because I realize I'm addicted to my phone, but I always do it. But I was tired, and I just wanted a cup of coffee, and I just wanted to wake up and try to get some energy back. And I sat outside, and oh, perfect water. I just sat there, and I looked around, and I heard the birds chirping, and I heard the wind rustling the leaves, and I just sat there. I didn't close my eyes, but I wasn't looking at my phone. I wasn't thinking about writing. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just letting my mind go. And personally, that was the 15 minutes that I did. That was the most relaxing 15 minutes I've had in a long time. And I realized that, like, when I look at my phone and I'm just browsing the internet or whatever, watching videos, I'm not really relaxing. I'm not just letting my systems recalibrate, you know what I mean? There's a psychology to sunlight and nature and hearing leaves and hearing animals. There's a psychology to it. There's a necessity to it. And I feel like that necessity is often forgotten. So I know, again, this is common knowledge to most of you out there and not a revelation, but just like realizing that sometimes detaching, even for the shortest amount of time, and just getting in touch with yourself, understanding how you're feeling, your ideas, your natural flow of ideas without outside influence is important to get in touch with. I feel like that's very essential. Just take 10 minutes, get your cup of coffee, and just sit outside and enjoy it. Unless it's too cold or too hot, then whatever. Look outside, whatever it is. By an open window. It's nice. It is nice. It's good stuff. Very good stuff. Yeah. You know who needs more sunlight? Lady Dimitrescu. Too pale. I worry for her. Oh, sorry. I'll stop. Yeah. Look, I'm excited about a lot of things that I'm going to make this year. I really am. I always am. I like making. I just like making things. I always do. It's always been a passion of mine. And I apologize for having a lack of videos, but it's not because I wasn't making anything, because I'm not really that sorry for not making videos, because I was making something that was going to help me make even better videos down the road. And when this show comes out, oh my God, I think you guys are going to fucking love it. If you liked Heist, if you liked it, you are going to love the next one. I think so. It is. I learned so many lessons from filming the first one, and I'm trying to push this next one to just higher levels. And I love that. I really love that. I love creativity. I love making things. As long as I can make things, I'm happy. And right now I'm making things, so I'm happy. But also, I'm gonna make regular videos. I've actually had them. They've been ready, but I just been putting it off. Yeah. Anyway, so it's gonna be good. Yeah, if you haven't seen Heist, it's on my channel. Go watch it right now. Yeah, go watch it. Why haven't you seen it? Have you checked out all the endings? Come on, go see it. It's good. It's real good. Real good. Bet you haven't visited yet. See you in a bit. Come on, he misses you. He misses you a bit. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening this year. A lot of cool stuff. And, yeah. That's about it. Just wanted to say hi. And I said it. So thanks. I'm going to get out of here. I got stuff to do. I'll try to do another thing like this in a while. I promise it won't be all about Lady Dimitrescu. It'll probably be more about calling out all the people who are criticizing me. Like Philly D, who dares question my taste. How dare they? Just lashing out. That'll be all this is. Just lashing out at everybody. Perfect. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. Anyway, thank you guys for being a part of this channel and being here with me, and just enjoying the videos that I make, because it really makes it special. I would make even if there was like 10 people watching. As long as I could, I would. But the belief that you guys have had in me for like the past couple years, especially through Unisonus, has been, really, I don't know. It's something that I've said before, but I haven't said it in a while. Just like, thank you for believing in me and allowing me to make my ideas real. Because just like writing ideas in a notebook, like putting them out in the world is the next step, and it's just as important. And I'm okay if people don't like everything that I make, but you guys have given me incredible support, and you guys have forgiven me for liking imaginary 9-foot-tall characters, on occasion. But just thank you. I hope you understand that. I really do appreciate it. And I've been in just this creative spiral of chaos, and it's only because I love it. I love it. I love it. I love doing what I do, and I love making things. And I don't think I'll ever stop loving it, because I fell out of it for a while, like 3 years back now. And I talk about that on occasion, how I was just in a downward rut, caring about the wrong things, caring about numbers and, stuff like that. And I think it just goes to show that when you're willing to let go of things, that's when you discover the most important things about yourself and the new ideas that were just waiting to come out. So just give that a chance, give yourself a chance to slow down so that you can really appreciate what you're capable of. And yeah, so thank you. Thank you very much. That's all I can say. A real, true, honest thank you. And as always, I will see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow on schedule. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.